So I'm on the phone with Peter and Robbie from Humans, the most fantastic band out of Vancouver. And you guys, you are, I really am, I'm in love with you guys. And first of all, I have to say, Robbie Slade, that sounds like a superhero name. That's just sick. But you did release your first full-length album, and it's highly anticipated. A lot of people are waiting on this. It's called Noontide, came out on the 24th of February. And what I'm interested to find out, first of all, from you guys, is that your sound has been described anywhere between like lo-fi, electronic, indie, electro-pop, basement house. How do you guys talk about your music?
Basement house? I've never heard that one.
No, I've read that one. Basement house.
I like it. I like the sound of that.
There, it's yours.
All right, I'll take it. What was the question again?
How do you talk about your music to other people when they're asking you, what's your sound or what your band is?
We usually say it's music that we try to make people dance to, like dance music. And then sometimes we say it's like electronic dance music, but it's not EDM.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you guys are on tour at the moment. You're heading out on kind of a grandeur tour across Canada with some U.S. dates as well. Is this your first time doing a tour this big?
It's going a lot better than the one other one that we did.
Okay.
Yeah,
we did one, and we were opening the whole way, and this one we're kind of headlining, so it's really different.
Yeah, and the last one we weren't even on the I think 98% of the posters, so people didn't even know that we were there, unless we would tell our friends. So this is the first time that it's kind of done properly, and it's a different experience. Yeah.
And you are making a stop in Fredericton, but out of all the dates that you guys are doing currently, is there one city that you're really looking forward to? Whether it's your first time going there or just heading back to it because you enjoyed it so much?
Halifax, Gus's Pub.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited about that one.
I'm excited about seeing you guys because I've never been there. And that's the great thing about being in this band is that I get to see a lot of places I wouldn't have the opportunity to go and see like the little gems that we have in our country. So yeah, anything that's new, I'm always excited to see. So thank you for having us.
I second that. That's the most exciting thing is the new places. Places that you wouldn't want to go not that you wouldn't want to go, but places that you wouldn't maybe go visit otherwise.
We usually go to like big cities, like they think Montreal and Vancouver and Toronto most of the time. So
here in Fredericton, you are playing with Trophy Wife and Whaleskin, who I've had the pleasure of seeing a few times now, but I haven't seen you guys yet. So what are we going to expect to see at your set? What kind of show do you do?
Robbie, what do you do?
I think that people are going to be surprised that two things I hear all the time is I didn't really understand how live you guys are. People don't expect that so much. And then the other thing is people, when they hear the album, the set's a bit dancier, and they're like, whoa, there's a lot of the mellow stuff is like way more dancey live. So I think it's going to be surprising either way.
Yeah, we have a lot of electronic music gear, so we're not DJing or anything. And I think some people just don't really get what we're doing, and seeing it live, it kind of makes it, they can make sense of it a bit better. Like sometimes we don't even know what we're doing on stage. So it's always different every time. Every show is different. So that's what's fun about this band.
So I don't really want to ask like who inspires you or anything, one of those cliche questions, but I'm just kind of wondering like what are some of the shows in your genre that you have seen live that you really love or kind of looked up to? Is there any artists that really stood out when you saw them live?
There was this band called, they're still there, Tan Lines. I like them. The way they're only two guys as well, and they actually do play a bit more live. They do more percussion, which is something that we used to do, but we're just figuring out a new set, and eventually we're going to add more percussion in there again. But seeing them really showed us the potential that we could do, and so bands like Caribou, doing electronic music, but a lot of live aspects, which is something that in the future we'd like to do as well.
Remember when we were in the UK too, we saw that band from Berlin called Roosevelt?
Yeah.
There's two guys, and they kind of did there's like us combined with poolside, like kind of old school disco feel to it too.
Yeah.
I like those guys. They put on a really, really good show.
So what else do we need to know about Humans before you guys get here?
We'll probably bring balloons to the show.
Okay.
We're going to bring a shitload of balloons.
That can be arranged.
Yeah. We both really like them.
And what about all your social media and all that? How can we get a hold of your album or find out more about you guys?
Well, all around the internet, we're known as DAS Humans, D-A-S, and then Humans. That's like our SoundCloud, Instagram, and Twitter. Kind of like our nickname.
Yeah, and you can find all the info on dashhumans.com as well. And there's tons of videos that we have, and all our music is available for listen. So yeah, and tons of new stuff. And there's a video that's dropping today or tomorrow. It's actually a sequel to our first video.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, so my last question for you guys is always the favorite one for myself, because I want to know what you guys are listening to lately. What are you really digging at the moment?
Like a year ago, I found this. I was actually at South by Southwest, and I met the head guy from Beggars Group, the record label, and he took me to see a band called Jungle.
I love Jungle.
Yeah, and they've subsequently totally blown up. You know, I've always really liked them. I like the style, I like the singing, I like everything about them pretty much. Like, I'm always kind of listening to that record in the background. And then I also listen to lots of old stuff, like Still Withers and, I don't know, anything old. Even like Steve Miller. I think I gave Fly Like an Eagle a real listen to the other day, and I was like, man, that's a trippy fucking song. Fly like an eagle. It's so weird. It's so good though. Like, I like listening to old songs that you've known forever and pretending you never heard it before. It's like really weird.
I've been really into this band that I found called Mourn, M-O-U-R-N. It's like 3 girls and a guy drummer. It's like a garage rocky, and they have a single that's out that people should check out. It's really, really uplifting. And then Sohn, S-O-H-N. I like that guy a lot. The Acid. It's pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Well, sounds good. I have a whole list of people I'm going to check out now as soon as I hang up the phone. So that's why I love that question. I get exposed to so much really cool music. So once again, thanks so much for talking to us here at CHSR in Fredericton. And we really look forward to seeing you guys on March 13th downtown at the Capitol.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.